Three. Well. You know what it is. What time it is. Whatever it is, baby. Welcome to Inhale Some. And today, what I'm gonna be giving you, I'm just gonna jump straight to tell you what is the topic today. As it's written down there. Hip hop. Middle child. You know why I'm doing this? Alright, first, before I tell you why I'm doing this, I want to let you know about the previous show that we did with Thato Mashiyana, but then due to technical problems, we are unable to deliver. Yes, I also mentioned that in the previous episode as well. But then this time around, I got something special for you, of which is the reason why I'm not gonna be too long on this video, because I'll be showing you clips from that podcast, from that episode I was shooting with Thato Mashiyana. So hence, this is why the topic on this episode is more about hip hop. So yep, I'll be giving you all those recaps, defining hip hop and all that, telling you how I got introduced to hip hop. And actually, before we threw ourselves in all this shit, who are those before us? Who did the shit before us? Yeah. Otherwise, man, thank you for tuning in. As always, I want you to do me one favor. I want you to click that like button, click that subscribe button, and also the notification button. That's the most important one, so you don't miss out anything. Yeah. Without wasting any more time, man. Why middle child? Why hip hop middle child? Well, first of all, I've been trying to study my journey since I got introduced to hip hop. Alright, do I fall into a certain category in hip hop, or it's just me? I'm just doing me. But then what I've realized is that when I look at my art, my craft, I just like to have freedom, man. That's how it is. I don't like to be stagnant, being stagnant into one thing. So that's the reason I consider myself a middle child in this hip hop thing. Well, I can say art in overall, how I create my things. But today, since it's about hip hop, I'm gonna focus on hip hop more, right? So yeah, man. Hip hop, why do I consider myself a middle child? It's because in hip hop we have categories, right? We have those who go hard on raps, back in the days, how hip hop was popularized with the gangster rap and all that, and then how it evolved, becoming trap, and lately what we have, so-called drill. So yeah, man, among all those things, where do you fall in? Where do I see myself? Outside there, but anyway, I'm home. And yep, in my mama's house, man. We ain't even doing no fucking plans today. So yeah. As I was saying, in hip hop, where do I see myself? But then the truth is, that's why I'm struggling to answer this, because the truth is, I just looked at myself as someone who refused to fit into a certain category, of which we are likely to refer to that person as an alternative artist, right? Of which it makes sense, because when I look at most of my favorite artists, they are alternative artists. They're just having freedom with their art. They don't really categorize themselves and all that. That is why sometimes you find you listen to my projects, I just want to make music. I'll be fusing all these genres, it's hip hop. If I want to have a boom bap song, I have it. If I want to trap, I can trap. Jazz, funky jazz, all those things, pop, and sometimes I just fuse all those genres to make one sound, I'm just trying, man. But sometimes, some other songs that I make, just I'll be confused what genre should I name this song. But anyway, as long as I can get that hip hop vibe in it, that's what satisfies me the most. And I'm just alright. We're distributing this. Let me just give it to people. Right? So yeah, man. As I've mentioned, like today, we ain't doing no fucking plans, man. It's like, I'm in my mama's house, and hey, so yeah, I thought maybe okay, I should just rush to the mountains, just sit on a big rock, and then I come back here and shoot the podcast while I'm high as fuck with my eyes. But then I think since this episode is more about like that episode we missed due to a loss of an audio. We lost voices, right? So we only had the video clips. So meaning the voices that we have, they are not really proper. But we just tried our best, man. So as you've seen lately, I'm just trying to cut off all those things, trying to look fancy with the mics and all. Now I'm just gonna keep it simple with my little mic here. I'm just trying to keep things simple because like that I know things are flowing. Yeah, all these complicated things, we're gonna see them in the future, man. Let's not rush things, we're taking our time as always. So yeah, but then as I was saying, I think right on the previous shirt, the one where I was with Thato Mashiyana, I think we represented we had some dope ass strains, we had dope strains. So right now I'm about to give you that clip where we hit those blunts, those were some real strains. And then right after this recap, I'm gonna tell you where did we got those strains. So now check it out.
And then what actually inspired me to stick to rap, because at the time it was something that I liked when I started rapping. But how it actually became a thing was around 2012, 2011, 2012. You remember there was this thing called Nexit, and it.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so on Nexit we would host a battling league. We would do something called text rapping. So in a text rapping battle league tournament, what you do, the rules is that you are given 10 minutes to write a verse, destroy your opponent, because you guys are battling, of course. And then it's a tournament format, like top 16, top 8, top what.
Yes.
The winner of the tournament, of course, you earn exit skins, Mamula, exit currency.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So we would do that, but for us it was more about the art and not so much about the prizes.
And like how you got into that, would you battle with people or it's just people from other countries, from other cities, and you only know each other through the platform?
It was honestly people from everywhere, because it was a broad network.
Yes.
Like it was a broad network. You would get in a group. Multi-mix. Which is essentially a group chat, but it disables itself after a while.
Yeah.
So what we would do is that we would create a multi-mix. And then all the hip hop heads that we are by air now. We are taught.
Oh.
And then they get to know each other like that. Because you know me and you know another cat who's fucking copy.
Okay.
We get to know each other with that little what.
Yeah.
And then I make friends there. Next thing, in my multi-mixes, I'm adding that guy because we hit it up.
So
now that's how it grew like that. Multi-mix, there's a guy from Cape Town. There's a guy from Durban. You this pillow double life, man. It's not much.
Yeah.
Sinabo share, nabo cube, you know, besiphila double life umntana.
Because
That's with the episode, magazine.
Yeah.
It's an entirely different scenario. You're living a different. You are someone else in there. You are a kingpin or host a tournament. You are a gatekeeper. I'm not just next. So he was at fucking 14 years old. Who knows the other person is typing on the other side?
Exactly.
It was like that. It was like that, and it had a huge impact on our hip hop careers. All of us, I can say, you know, from all of us who were involved at that time.
You can say that again.
Like it had a huge impact.
Thato couldn't wait to get high. You're not gonna judge him. This is what it's about out here. It's like, you know, you're supposed to be high in this podcast, you know. And while you're watching, I hope you are high as fuck too right now. Don't be me. Otherwise, me, I'm high from the shit that I'm talking about today because like it kind of makes me high. Hey? So yeah, well, by the way, you know those strains, like as we mentioned, we got them at anoint infusions. It's like that's like more like a dope brand, you know. Like because I visited their Instagram page, you can do it as well. Like anoint infusion, they're on Instagram. There, like while I was surfing through their account, through their page on Instagram, they displayed there. I think they're also like making vodkas, but it's not just the regular vodka. That one is not a regular one. It's like, you know, yeah, man. I think you just go, just visit their handle on Instagram. You just go at Anoint Infusions. You search for Anoint Infusions on Instagram. That's where you're gonna find out about them. So yeah, that's why we got the strains as well. Yep. Otherwise, now, you know that clip I just searched. I just show it to you. Like it's still on my mind, you know. And I'm just looking at it right here, right now. Yeah. You know what do you call it? Okay, I know. I'm sober as fuck, and like that video really messed with my mind. But I must pull me up and for it too. Now, before we jump on other things, first of all, like I want us to talk about like what defines hip hop. Well, I was gonna put it in my own words, right? But since I'm just a middle child, I don't wanna confuse you, man. And that's the reason I had the guest like Thato Mashiyana, you know, to share his brain with us, to share what in his mind, to share his journey throughout hip hop, you know. Yeah, because like those are the guys I look up to. Those are the niggas I look up to before I got introduced to hip hop. Those were the guys who did hip hop before me, right in the hood. So yeah, man, just check out the next clips and yeah, you catch all the things we talk about on the shot that we did with Thato Mashiyana. Now check this out.
From your view, like, do you think we have rap and then we have hip hop, or we just have hip hop?
I think we have both, bro.
We have both.
I think we have both, but in different meanings, nah?
Different meanings.
According to the Gospel of Hip Hop by KRS-One, I don't know if you've read it, but according to the Gospel of Hip Hop, there's hip hop as in capital H, hip hop.
Yeah.
Capital H, hip hop.
Yeah.
That stands for the culture in its entirety.
True.
As well as our collective consciousness as hip hopians or hip hop heads. Hip hop heads.
Shut up. Hip hop heads. Sure. Because I also feel the same way. You know, sometimes you say hip hopians.
Hip hop. That is hip hop.
Yeah.
The hip in hip hop. The hip means to know. Knowledge. Hip. And then to hop is also how you move. So it's a movement of knowledge. Hip hop. So that's the meaning behind it. And then there's rap.
And then there's rap.
So rap is just how you choose to express how you move in your particular knowledge. I don't know if that makes sense, but for example, check me, Nando. You know, I'm a simple guy. I just I'm a Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball. I watch Naruto. I'm into all of this crazy shit.
Yeah, sure.
And that's what I rap about. That's my knowledge. That's how I move in life.
Absolutely.
And whenever I share my experiences, I'm gonna tell you, yo, I was walking in the street. Next thing, I'm out here spirit bombing, woman Teresa. Hey yo.
Okay, it's like it was getting interesting, you know. All right, where we at?
I don't know.
Let's see if
you
it's
were making a point, and
yeah.
I was talking about
in terms of provoking.
Yeah.
Let's say you sharing your feelings of how you feel at that certain moment, the moment like you're creating a song.
Yeah.
That's like on your side, on your view. And that's your inspiration. Like how you make your song. You prefer to.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good. Is it my inspiration? Am I inspired by my feelings?
Your feelings, or
maybe. It can be feelings. It can be something external.
yeah, it can be something external. Eh?
Yeah.
Because you know what, ne? Like as you were saying, let's say I think, you know, it's better to say it through the song than mawisho straight. Mawisho straight, maybe umuntu boni base.
Thank you.
But mawisho straight, umuntu zibonile rapper lapha. We share my feelings wakhe. Yangithola.
When we keep it,
We keep it lokusala.
It didn't affect.
It didn't affect anyone.
Yeah, you hear it yourself, man. You hear it. We just mentioned what defines hip hop with Thato Mashiyana, and I guess like it's clearing up your mind after all that if you're watching it, right? Yeah. So I won't go much deeper into that. You know, I tell you, I'm not gonna be long on this video. Right now, I'm just gonna jump right straight on how did we get introduced to hip hop, right? Okay, well, myself, how did I get introduced to hip hop? All right. Before I give you the clip, okay, on the next clip that I'm gonna give you, of course, when I recall well, I think I will be asking Thato Mashiyana, like, how did he get introduced to hip hop? Because I'm trying to find out what was happening right before me, what was happening right before I threw myself into this thing, right? So Thato is gonna share his peace of mind with us. Yeah. Well, right before that, I'm just gonna give you a little glimpse about myself. Cause like before I got introduced to hip hop, man, it's like, you know where I'm from, the environment, it wasn't really like hip hop wasn't really popular until those years. Around the year 2014, 15, 16, offish. Those were the years where like hip hop was really booming in South Africa. Maybe that's the reason like I also found myself doing hip hop, because I started rapping in 2014, right? So yeah, but I explained to you on that episode, music anniversary, 10 years anniversary. I told you like how did I start rapping, right? Now I'm just gonna tell you like how did I get introduced to hip hop. Like I think like I was in junior secondary. Well, of course, firstly, I will only see hip hop music on TV, just there and there. But I was not really a fan of hip hop there and there. I would see Abozola 7 on TV playing the music. I would see, you know, American rappers about Jay-Z and all that. I would just see music videos on TV, but me, I would just see music, not really pay much attention to, okay, this is hip hop. Not categorizing things. Me, I was just like, okay, this is music. Yes, as I told you, I'm a fucking middle child, right? So yeah, as I was saying, I was in junior secondary, and like kids were like, of course, you know, during when we're outside, whether it's lunch or it's in the morning, right before we go to classes, you know, like there will be kids in groups, they're talking about hip hop, and whenever I just find myself in a group, they're talking about hip hop. To remember well, around that time, mostly they will be talking about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, yeah, my peers, they'll be talking about Lil Wayne and the likes of Rick Ross, and they'll be like talking who's better between Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. And me, I'm just standing like, damn. Like, why can't we just talk about who are those motherfuckers right before we talk about who's better than who? Yeah, but because me, I wasn't really exposed to a lot of their music. Maybe I only know like a few tracks, maybe 1-2 tracks from Lil Wayne, 1-2 tracks from Rick Ross. So yeah. But then I guess those were the only popping songs. So yeah, that's how I knew them. Otherwise, I'll just look at them like, okay, I'll just make my own research because nobody's gonna talk about like who the fuck are these niggas, or maybe just find like a close friend and ask like, yo, who the fuck Lil Wayne? Like I hear the song, like it's nice. They said it's from Lil Wayne, but like I just wanna find out, I just wanna know about these niggas too. Yeah, throughout, meeting friends, we introduced to music, we introduced each other to music and all that. To that point, I find myself listening to Eminem. Like I even listen to a lot of songs by Eminem more than I listen to a lot of songs by Lil Wayne, by Rick Ross. So yeah, I think I really like understood Lil Wayne better, right? Until I got introduced to Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, of which that was the time whereby I decided, you know what, hip hop. Now I want to listen to a lot of hip hop. It was the time when I got introduced to Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. When I got introduced to Kendrick Lamar, that's when like I felt like, yo, hip hop. I think Kendrick Lamar made hip hop easy for me. Like, since I just mentioned there will be categories and all that, but Kendrick Lamar is also more like, he's much more of an alternative artist, right? We also have like alternative artists like from 90s hip hop and now that, the likes of MF Doom and now Outkast. Ooh, I really loved Outkast, the one with Andre 3000. That's another artist, hip hop artist who's much more of an like alternative artist, like, because he wouldn't really put himself under one category, right? Well, with Outkast, I guess like it was him with his, it was more like a music group, but then we know the popular one, it's Andre 3000. That's why I'm now talking about him. So like when we listen to his music, like Andre 3000, he'll go from pop and all that funky jazz, just fusing genres to make something out of that, of which, as I mentioned, that's what I like to do. And yeah, as I was talking about Kendrick Lamar, man, he made me fall in love with hip hop. Yeah, but like he's an alternative artist. Like, well, at first his music was more matured, and then as time goes, you would hear him being playful on his songs. Like he's experimental, like he's a great artist. I like Kendrick Lamar. And also, ever since he worked with his cousin, Baby Kim, like, ooh, I also fuck with Baby Kim, man. Baby Kim's like something else. He's the future. I really fuck with Baby Kim, man. Yes, as I was listening to Kendrick Lamar, that is also how I got introduced to J. Cole. J. Cole, officially. Like, that's when I got to J. Cole, I was like, yo, now, this is the person I really want to study. As much as I want to study Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, I also studied J. Cole so much. To that point, J. Cole also became my favorite. Even if when you listen to my music, you can tell that I got influenced by this artist, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. Like, yeah, they really like had a huge impact on how I craft my music, my songs and all that, right? Other than that, as I mentioned, I told you, like it was around the year 2014, 2015 when like hip hop was booming in South Africa. I guess I was also listening to South African hip hop, by the way. Yeah, I don't wanna lie. And that would be the likes of Questa. I really like played Questa. Questa really had an impact in my hip hop journey. Like I really listened to a lot of Questa. It also helped me like in terms of like writing writing my lyrics in vernac, like polishing them in vernac. Like, yeah, Questa really listening to Questa really helped me a lot. And yeah, also going back to South African hip hop, also listen to the likes of Nasty C. Like, yes, I really fucked with Nasty C at first. Okay, by the time I got introduced to Nasty C, I also knew about Aries, but Aries, at first, I didn't really like grasp his style, because I think that was the time when he was still under a record label. He was still under, still under Ambitious. I didn't really grasp Aries that much. He was too commercial. But as soon as he got his freedom, he just went out with the Wrecking Crew. That's when I'm like, I'll play Aries albums and I'll want to find out more about him, found out more as much as I did with Nasty C. So yeah, same goes when it comes to, same goes when I told you about Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. You see, when it comes to Nasty C and Aries, I don't really like to pick a side. I tell you, I'm just a middle child. Me, if both people inspire me, I wanna learn from both of them. Even like how I did with like the ones that I look up to, right in the hood, like, the guys who were older than me, niggas who were older than me, like doing hip hop. Like, would you imagine we also had like beefs, like right in the hood? Of course, we were influenced by what is happening in the media, and we see there's beef. We have what we call rebellious gang, and we have dark flows. But me, I'd find myself like learning from rebellious gang. I found myself learning from dark flows. I didn't really want to choose a side, so I just get inspiration from both sides. You see, because I know as much as I grasp something from this side and I grasp something from this side, I'll be able to bring this together and able to, okay, now where can I find myself in this here? So that's how an artist like me was made. So yeah, that's how I got introduced to hip hop, man. Otherwise, I want you to catch this clip whereby me and Thato Mashiyana, we were talking about hip hop, like back in the days, like especially around those years where hip hop was booming in South Africa. I guess even in my hood, hip hop was something else. To that point, we even had hip hop beefs. All right, just take a look at this clip, right, and then we come back.
We just described what is hip hop. Now, I think that it was the best way to start the podcast. Now, we got a point of view from your side, like what is hip hop according to you? Now, I want to know like how you got introduced to hip hop. Let's say, I'm gonna make an example. Let's say, there's subcultures in hip hop, right?
Yeah.
We have like there's music, dance, graffiti, even how we dress, fashion. Now I want to know like how you got introduced to hip hop. Like at the moment, because we know that you rap. There could be some things that like whenever we look at those things, it's like, okay, this is hip hop. Now I want to know, what was the first thing you did in hip hop? Did you dress like a rapper, or did you rap before dressing like a rapper, or you did a graffiti before? Like, how did you got the first thing that you tried after getting introduced to hip hop?
For me, man,
The first thing that you tried
so the first thing I did was rap.
was rapping. So you rapped before you even dressed like a rapper.
Yeah.
And then after rapping, you'd be like, okay, now let's go.
Yeah, I started rapping when I was 9. I think it was 2006.
That was 2006.
2006. That's when I started rapping.
Okay.
Legit, my first ever rhyme.
Wow.
My first
Wow.
ever rhyme was Mangi Rai Mangshelela Jengi Ram Maju. Mangi Rai Mangshelela Jengi Ram Maju. That was my chorus. I don't remember the verse. The verse was probably whack as ass, but that was the chorus.
Like, what's the problem? Because like if you look at it, nah? You just said Marrep Pamshela Jenga Ramajo. Now you made me think, it's okay. My first songs I used to write in the neck.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I got rid of that. But I want to redirect that question to you. Not really getting rid of it, but then there was a time whereby you felt more comfortable in rapping in English.
I think it's cultural influence. Yeah. If you see a lot of people doing something a particular way, it becomes the normal way. It becomes the normal.
Or because now you ended up consuming. You know,
like a lot of rap songs you listen to, they rap in English. So now you end up rapping in English because it starts to become the right way to do it. It feels like it's the right way to do it, and then you start hearing about home rapper pro, MT, and you're like, oh, okay. Nam king kasi rap nyana. Rap. Okay. Let's bring it back home. You know.
Absolutely. I remember Eskela. It's like after school or is it during lunch? Niggas would hop on battles. Me now just stand there and watch. I know I enjoy this, but I know I don't want to be part of this, man.
Why not? Why didn't you want to be a part of it at the time? What stopped you?
Dog, I don't know how to say this. Well, I think the first time I was watching a battle, I was not a rapper yet. So, didn't really see myself as a rapper.
Who was battling? That first battle, who did you watch?
Specifically, I'm not gonna mention like two people in one battle, but I'm gonna mention like
the people who were there.
Who were there. That's of course yourself.
Sure.
If Fat Rock was there.
Shout out to Fat Rock.
Shout out to Fat Rock. I think Meda was there.
Meda said.
Shout
out to Meda.
And who else? Cube was there.
Of course.
Cube was there.
Shout out to Cube.
And so.
Let's go.
It's like now I think I'm mixing like days. You know.
Yeah. No, but
battling days, rap days, but you know.
Yeah, but like those were the regular.
Yeah, those were the. And McDagy.
Metal Brain
as well.
Metal Brain always there. Who else was known? I was always
even
always known.
So those were the days, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean those were the days, bro.
That's why I'm saying like I can't mention a specific day. If it's okay, on this day it was just only these three or only these. Yeah. So I just remember, that day. Yeah. But yeah, that used to happen a lot. Those battles after school, Friday, people were like battling. Yeah, it was dope. There was that time, man. That was that time. Now it's hard, no. The rapping is hard. What do you mean?
Rapping is hard.
What do you mean?
You can't just pick up a pen and write, dog. Which you 3,000. We really interviewed there actually. I was like, well, basically what he says is like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Because like, he's in his 40s, late 40s. Like, what am I gonna rap about? You know, my life is different. Like, with time.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. So now I feel like I've said enough, bro. Like to some degree, you know, nothing is really pushing me at this moment to.
I think that relates.
And hard.
But
rapping is hard.
You know, for you, I think that could be just a season. Not like Henry. Not like Henry. Henry, it could be that maybe you might never hear him rap again. But for you, man, it's just a season. That's what I can say. If ever you find yourself in that situation, you'll be like, all right, now you know what?
Yeah, no, Marutan say that. Music is forever, dog. Music is forever, dog.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Music is forever.
As you were chopping it, like you mentioned like how you got introduced to like the first thing you did, the rapping, and then we went through. You told us,
mix it and all of that. So
Now,
take the right phase.
I want us to let's chop it with the records, like the first song you've ever recorded.
Yo.
The first song you've ever recorded. Because I heard you like you said your first. You told that your first bar was it?
Yeah,
It was in
it
Finland.
was the first part. It was in Finland. But the first song I wrote was in I recorded. The first song I recorded was in English.
That's when you recorded it.
I'm trying to remember the beat. We will beat like a robot the technician. Yeah.
So you're recording that shit
It
yourself.
was on I was with McDade.
So you with the
First song I made.
Oh, so first song you made.
It was our first song. Nah, it was his.
Nah,
first
even was
song.
this first song?
Yeah.
Damn.
We should make
You hear this, man? Like I didn't know this. I
What's-
didn't know
what's
this. Like
the
for real.
song? Get it like a robot the technician. I'm trying to think so hard. The beat is called The Hermit.
Damn it.
The Hermit. The Hermit by Robot the Technician. That's the song.
So that was.
That's the instrumental we used.
You just forgot the title.
Unfortunate Events. The title was Unfortunate
Unfortunate
Events.
Events.
Yeah. That was the song. I don't remember the verse for anything.
There's no hook.
Mara.
There's no hook.
No, there is a hook. The hook is unfortunate.
Like it goes-
These are unfortunate. So the concept of the song was that,
Yeah.
you know, I'm talking about bad things, you know,
Mm.
yeah, that I'm capable of doing.
Mm.
Yeah, because it was that time, gangster rap and everything.
Yeah.
Talking about bad things that I'm capable of doing.
Yeah.
And then chorus, unfortunate events. These are unfortunate events, young God.
Yeah.
And then we are getting shared nae, we are nae. All the bad things that he's capable of doing. You know, he's a villain, super villain, Shad dating, Uncle Shad conquering the world, can't stop him for anything. You know, conquering the whole world.
And then, so that was the first song.
That
Just
was the
you
first
and
song.
Shad.
Yeah, it was me and Shad, unfortunate events, and then I went on to record it in my own solo song called Art of War.
Mhm.
Art of War. And then it became a series. There was Art of War, and then Art of War Part 2, Art of War Part 3. I think it's Pelelulu Part 4,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. When Part 5,
Mm.
but then,
Yeah.
seasons, as you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Success and equity.
I know.
Let's go to let's start. But
That's
just
the
that
lunatic
season.
era. That's the lunatic
Yeah.
era.
Okay.
That's the lunatic era.
Yeah.
That belongs, you know,
Yeah.
in that time. That belongs in that time.
Sure.
Yeah. But there's the lunatic era. There's the
Mm.
dark matter era,
Mm.
and then there's the Darko Eskobars
All right.
era. Yeah, which we are currently in. This is the,
Now we into
we are the Darko Eskobars.
into
Yeah.
Darko Eskobars.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Right.
In the super villain arc.
So we're not done with the Darko. With the lunatic. Is it now we into?
All of them are done. Lunatic is done. Dark matter is done.
All right.
Yeah. Now it's
Also,
Darko
I mean-
Eskobars.
Oh, I mean like okay, we're currently into the Darko Eskobars.
Yeah, man.
But like as now in the podcast, now we chopping your first days. It's lunatic now.
Lunatic. Yeah.
Oh, so that's how we started. Started as lunatic.
Yeah. Lunatic, bro.
All right.
Lunatic, man. Hey, lunatic. Lunatic. We got tired.
I think we have a lot to talk about lunatic. We have a lot.
Uh,
We have a lot.
It's never sweet. Hey, like there was those our things. Hey, continue. Yeah. Ah. Forgot the lines, man.
But I remember that one.
If I was it fire? No, it was unknown. It was unknown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a rapper. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. Fire.
You said fire. Yeah, fire.
So that one was set as well.
Yeah, there will be no check.
So it seems like during the first days it was just two of you guys.
I wouldn't say just the two of us. It just so happened that on a particular day he figured out how to record. And
It's like I feel like crying, but no, I mean I know I'm gonna cry. So yeah, as I was mentioning, like how do we all like as a movement got introduced to hip hop? Like Thato Mashiyana also told us like how he first got into hip hop and all that. Right. like now I want to tell you like how did I look at him. Mostly I looked at Thato as a boom bap artist, right? As I tell you this category, but also himself, who didn't really limit himself. He would jump on beats. Like whether it's trap, like he can do that, man. But like he, like what I'm trying to tell you right now is like he's more of a guy who likes to focus on his raps, writing skills, on his bars, you know. But then if you give him a trap beat, of course he's gonna kill it too. But he's more of a boom bap guy. So that's, if you check out all his projects, you look for Darko Eskobars right on the internet. Yeah, most of his work you find on Audio Mac. That's, you search for Darko Eskobars. That's where you're gonna find a lot of his work. He also have some work where he go by the name of Dark Matter, right on Audio Mac. Yeah, when you listen to his music, I think you'll grasp that he's more of a boom bap. It's more of like a rap. It's more of a lyricist, right? So yeah, unlike myself, like me, I'm just trying to be playful with my art. Sometimes I'll also try to be a lyricist, but like it's just gonna depend on the energy. Like, how do I feel like, you know? Because I felt like that's the best way. That's the best way to keep going with this, you know. Because if like I'm just trying to prove a point, I'll just lose myself. You know, just lose myself. Like, so I'm not trying to prove a point in anything. Me, I'm just trying to have fun with this. Me, everything is just art. You know, that's why I like the artists such as Amini. You know how he makes music, like the way he evolves, the way he grows. He's also an alternative artist. Like, I just like his creative process. Also, Tyler the Creator. I think like Tyler the Creator is the one who influenced me in terms of coming up with the name Aria the Gig. See, by the time when I was going by the name of Aria the Gig, I think like Tyler the Creator, yeah, was the reason. Like, you know, Tyler the Creator was just so free. Tyler the Creator will go from boom bap. Tyler the Creator will mix all these genres, just like he's just himself, you know. Like working with the likes of Al Sweatshirt too. I played Al Sweatshirt too. I also like Al Sweatshirt, like his influence in hip hop. It's so big, and I think most of us we don't see that. But Al Sweatshirt, like when you look at how most of us how we rap. Okay, I'm gonna refer to myself. Al Sweatshirt, like he really have an impact on how I rap. Like Al Sweatshirt, because I really played Al Sweatshirt as much as I listen to Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator, I think he made me just want to feel free in whatever I do. Just don't give a fuck about being too commercial, about numbers and all that. Just create, just make art. Yeah, like I'm really grateful, like getting introduced to the likes of Tyler the Creator. Also Carter the Friend. You see, Carter the Friend. Damn, I like Carter the Friend, man. Carter also had an impact on how I rap and also on how I deliver my craft to the audience. Like Carter the Friend also like had an impact. Yeah, I think also Carter the Friend, actually. I think mainly it was Carter the Friend. Like how when I was creating my name, Ara the Geek, I think mainly I was thinking about Carter the Friend. Yeah, not to lie, but yeah. But there's a lot of artists who have a surname in that way. Otherwise, yep. I think we chopped it, man. I'm not gonna mention a lot of things. Yep. Up to this far. Thank you for tuning in, man. I don't have much to say other than like well, what did I want to talk about before I wrap it? Should I just wrap it? Maybe should I just rap it, but wait. Oh, okay, I wrote down here so that I don't forget. I think it's more about the interest, me having an interest on who first did hip hop right in the hood where I'm from before the movement we had, the movement of rebellious gang in that flows. Oh yeah. Before all those things. Oh, yeah, you see, recording at home, mostly it's cars that like drops the sound, but you know, when I'm in town, mostly it will be dogs, you know, white neighbors, you know, they have dogs and all that. So yeah, but right here mostly it's house. It's cars passing by the street. You know, my street's more like a main road. Hey, it's more like a main road. So yeah, but mainly, the reason I don't like to record like in my crib is because I'm more of a private person. I don't really like my family to find out about the things that I do. So I'll just wait for that moment where I'm just home alone. Nobody's gonna find out it's here. What is guy doing in his room, talking alone and all that? It's like I don't want anyone to ask me shit unless you just find it on the internet and that's when you're gonna ask me about it. You know that? Yeah. Even where I was staying, it's like even when I'm in Joburg, like you know, at rest, most of the time when I shoot an episode, I'll wait for everybody to go to class, everyone. And now when I realize, okay, I'm left alone in the house, and then I just shoot an episode because I felt like every time I try to shoot an episode, there will be someone going to the kitchen because you know my room was next to the kitchen, so there will be someone like quing. It's like they hit a pot, even if it's not intentionally. But me, I'm gonna be irritated and feel like, damn, it's intentional. It's like this motherfucker knew I was about to record. And now he's hitting a pot. Even when I'm recording a song. Yeah. Most of the time I'll just wait for everyone to leave the house. And when I'm alone, I just do it. So yeah, as I was telling you, I got more interested. Hey, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. I got more interested like in finding out who were the first guys to do hip hop where I'm from. Right before us. I knew there was probably, you know, our Grotmans who were doing that. So yeah. But my big brother Thato Mashiyana just mentioned okay, during those days when they started making music with Abashad Mekdeji and all that, like how did it went on to go through till it was passed on to us and all that. Yeah. You know, when I mentioned that, man, I'm just thinking about today. You know, today these kids are not recording. You know, now I'm talking about the ones who are younger than me. I barely see bedroom studios. Well, maybe we do have. Maybe I don't make my research. Maybe I don't make enough research to find out. But I really like to find out if like there are kids rapping, the ones younger than me, like where I live. Like please show yourself. Please show yourselves out there. Show yourself. Like, you know, making music. It's a beautiful thing. Please, you guys don't hide out there. Don't hide. Just come out and show yourself. Hey, you'll just come out. We would really like to experience and see if as your big brothers and see where we can help there and there. You know, I guess. Yep. I don't have much more to talk about. Otherwise, man, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Like, I appreciate you. Don't forget to click that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button. You do all those things, you're done. It's like not gonna cost you anything. Peace.
from the rest of the animal kingdom. We can be creative.
Shit.
Yeah. We also make mistakes. So yeah.
Absolutely, dog.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I like what we just talked about.
Hey, man.
Damn, I really.
You know us always when we talk, no, like, it's never something.
Straight up.
It's never that.
Yo. I think now we just talked about what is hippo.
If you guys don't know this movie, I recommend that you watch Pulp Fiction. It's gonna change your life. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna change someone's life.
It's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your life.
You hear it yourself.
Yeah, watch Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
I think it's long, it's like 3 hours long.
Yo, you know what's long? Like
Yes,
it. You know how I watch this movie, man?
You're gonna enjoy every minute.
This movie, like how I watch it, dog. It's like a movie of Super Bowl. It's 3 hours, but the movie of Super Bowl. Because it movie at 3 hours, but I'm going to pay 5 hours.
Ah, wait.